What if I told you that the way you understand motivation is actually confusing your life? You have probably experienced this. You decide to change your life. You feel powerful for a moment. You feel like everything will finally be different. You plan everything in your mind. Tomorrow I will start studying. Tomorrow I will work harder. Tomorrow I will fix my habits. But when tomorrow comes, nothing really changes. And you start thinking something is wrong with you. But the truth is, nothing is wrong with you. You were just following the wrong systems. Most people believe motivation is something you get, like it comes from videos, music, quotes, or inspiration. But motivation is not something you receive. It is something that reacts. It reacts to movement. Not thinking, not planning, but action. Think about this. Have you ever noticed that motivation appears after you start doing something? Not before. When you start studying for 5 minutes, suddenly you feel like continuing. When you start exercising, your energy slowly wakes up. When you start working on something important, your focus begins to appear. That is not a coincidence, that is how your brain works. But here is where most people fail. They wait for motivation before starting, so they never start. And because they never start, motivation never appears. This creates a loop. Waiting, no action, no motivation, more waiting. And this loop silently destroys progress. Now here is something deeper you need to understand. Your brain is not designed to give you motivation for free. It gives you motivation as a reward for action. Because your brain trusts proof, not promises. It does not believe what you plan. It believes what you do. This is why discipline is more powerful than motivation. Because discipline removes decision making. You don't ask, do I feel like it? You just do it. Even in small ways. Even when it feels pointless. Even when your mind says, skip today. And something interesting starts happening when you do this consistently. At first, it feels hard, but slowly your identity begins to change. You stop being someone who tries to change and become someone who is changing. This is the shift most people never reach. They live in intention, not action, but life only change in action. Not thoughts, not dreams, not motivation. Action alone is a bridge. So what should you do when you feel no motivation? You don't wait, you don't think, you don't prepare more. You act small, ridiculously small. Just open the book, just do 5 push-ups, just write 1 sentence. And because small actions break resistance, and resistance is the real enemy. And here is the most important truth. You don't need to feel ready, you need to become consistent. Because readiness is emotional, but consistency is identity. And identity is what shapes your entire life. One day you will realize something powerful. You were not lazy, you were just waiting for feelings to lead your life. But feelings are not stable. They change every hour, every day, every situation. So if you follow feelings, your life becomes unstable too. So instead of asking, do I feel motivated? Ask, what is the smallest action I can take right now? Because that question changes everything. It removes pressure, it removes fear, it creates movement. And movement is everything. Because once you move, everything else started adjusting around you. Your thoughts change, your energy changes, your identity changes. So start today, not tomorrow, not next week, today. Even if it is messy, even if it's slow, even if it feels meaningless. Because your future self is built in moments like this. If this message reached you, subscribe to Kukuvoice and remember, you don't need more motivation, you need more action, one step